What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. The Denver Broncos versus the Cleveland Browns. Let's just jump right in and talk about it. You know how we do.
If this world were mine.
So the Denver Broncos played the Cleveland Browns in Denver. Another good showing from the Denver Bronco defense. You know, first things first, we got to give some due respect to Vance Joseph, man. We got to give some due respect to Vance Joseph because I'm sure I wasn't the only one who felt like he was holding on to that job by a thread, especially after giving up 70 points to the Miami Dolphins. Oh, and quick side note in regards to that game versus the Dolphins. I like how the Denver Broncos have carried that memory. They said, that it wasn't the case that they were just bad. They were historically bad. It's hard to forget that and just move on, but they did a really good job of using it as motivation and fuel to never be that bad again. Now, I'm not the biggest fan of Jonathan Cooper, but he's young and he can learn and he can continue to get better, hopefully. But they've done a good job of correcting some of those mistakes, trimming the fat, and getting better as a defensive unit. Because let's face it, after that game, it's only up from there, But nonetheless, they've made some really good changes and they're playing some really good football. So you got to give a lot of credit to Vance Joseph, man, for hanging in there. Give some credit to Sean Payton and the Broncos organization for sticking with him. I mean, we've seen coaches get fired for less. You know what I'm saying? Great turnaround for Vance Joseph. Not only for Vance Joseph, but we're going to get to Sean Payton. And I said before, you can check my videos. I already said Sean Payton did a great job going back to basics, going back to the fundamentals. And you can see he's built it from there. Now you can see this game, Russ did a good job making a lot of checks, but they felt comfortable giving him that responsibility, checking out of those pass plays to the run. And Russ did a great job of managing that rhythm, understanding what the defense was doing, sending guys in motion so he can read the defense. I mean, Russ did a really good job. That's one of the parts of his game that's been missing all season. I've said before, he's not Tom Brady, he's not Peyton Manning, but he should have the experience and the knowledge to be able to command an offense, And for me, more importantly, we've been seeing some leadership from Russ. Not that he's not a leader, but he hasn't been a good leader for the Denver Broncos the past season and a half. But I've been seeing some really good leadership qualities coming out of Russ in the last 2 games or so. This game in particular, I thought he really did a good job of showing some leadership, some direction, some accountability. And I think it's been paying off. It's definitely been paying off with that Bronco offense. So a lot of credit goes to Sean Payton, Vance Joseph, that staff, the organization, man, and just sticking with it. Who would have thought at 1-5 that the Broncos would have a chance at the wild card? Not saying that they're going to get in there, but for me, it's the progress, That's what excites me from that coach's perspective. Seeing that the Broncos were able to turn things around and be competitive on the field. Yeah, they've been getting some good bounces, some close wins. The Browns did everything they could this game to help the Broncos win. You know what I'm saying? But you got to put yourself in position to still win the game, even though when they're doing those things. We've seen games before where the other team is doing everything they can to help you win, and you just can't go out there and win. It's happened to the Broncos, where we were doing everything we could to help another team win. And the Broncos were still able to hold on and win because the other team said, never mind, we don't want it. You know what I'm saying? So good game for the Denver Broncos against this Cleveland Browns team, whose defense we know is very respected in the NFL, and the Broncos did a good job. So comment down below. Let me know what you guys think about the Denver Broncos pulling off this victory and having a shot at the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? Playoffs. So I thank you guys for watching. Thank you for joining me. Remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. All right.
If this world were mine.